Marvel, DC, Sony, and all them kind of films and slash shows, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna. Do you want to start, Michael? I'm just waiting for my stream to fill up a bit.
Yeah.
Do you want to just go ahead and just get started, like, properly?
Alright, so the next film on the Marvel slate is Thor Ragnarok. Got a lot going for it, you know, with the trailers and all that. Looks definitely more like a more colourful film. Like the Thor movies so far haven't been doing that good. You know, especially The Dark World is considered probably the worst Marvel movie. So, you know, it does look like, you know, this film is going to do good. Or this next one. Especially that it has, you know, Hulk going in it. You know, it might be pretty good. It's all down to see, really. What I'm hoping for is, you know, tons of action. Hopefully, you know, they use more characters in it. More, I don't know. Just get rid of the irrelevant characters, like whatever her name is, Jane. That's it. You know, because it just doesn't feel that right.
Well, Chris Hemsworth and Bruce Ruffalo, is that his name? Have great chemistry in all the other Avengers movies. So I'm hoping they'll still be keeping that up in this film, maybe even better. The Hulk looks to be funny as shit anyways in the movie, so I'm a bit hyped for him. I am speaking like a little baby. But yeah, I think they're releasing another trailer for it eventually. Well, isn't there? Or aren't they? Whatever.
They're probably going to release a new trailer very soon.
Yeah, probably more of a story-related trailer, final trailer before they release the movie. Well, it's coming out soon enough, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, the film has even got Fire Lord Surtur in it, with that money shot of Hulk about to, you know, smash right into Fire Lord Surtur. I mean, I'm not sure how that's going to go down. I mean,
he'll die, rip. Not really, but like, yeah. Well,
I mean, the film was Doctor Strange in it.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange. It's going to be weird how he's going to meet up the rest of the Avengers in Infinity War. Speaking of Infinity War, let's go on to Black Panther, I guess. They released, what, one trailer for it?
Yeah, one trailer.
Did they drop a release date? I forget the trailer completely.
The release date is February something in 2018.
2018. Well, it looks to be decent enough. Marvel's giving all the Fantastic Four movie actors a chance to redeem themselves. Like Chris Evans and the guy, what's his name? Something Fox? I don't know. What's the other Human Torch's name?
The other who?
The other Human Torch, the reboot Human Torch. Jamie Foxx? Not Jamie Foxx, that's Electro from Sony.
What, the guy who plays the Torch, Human Torch?
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, yeah, that's the one. He looks to be some edgy, emo, cringy character, so looking forward to see that, anyways. Should be cringy.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the new Black Panther trailer, one thing which, you know, I'm not really that happy about is they sort of changed the Black Panther suit and it almost seems like it's a bit of a downgrade because it doesn't have that much, you know, like detail on it. It's a little bit more like simple. I mean, it definitely looks like something maybe like from a place he comes from. But I mean, if in one of the shots of the trailers, you can see him wearing the normal suit, like when he's attacking the guys trying to get into Wakanda. And also, judging by the Infinity War trailer and the posters, he's wearing the suit that you see him, like the less detailed one, which, you know, and I guess I'm fine with that, but I wish that, you know, they would probably go back to the Civil War one. Yeah.
Well, we never know, because remember the CGI for Spider-Man Homecoming was constantly being updated, and Black Panther suit was a mix of CGI and practical effects, so we never know, it'll probably be a lot more detailed than the actual finished product. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see anyways. Probably the next trailer will look a bit updated.
Yep.
Speaking of trailers, Infinity War trailer.
Yes.
I have a picture up of Infinity War like right now, and Spider-Man's new suit looks sick.
Yeah, so the Infinity War trailer was obviously leaked online. when one of the Russo brothers, I'm pretty sure, I said, you know, they will eventually see it. Everybody's guessing it will come when Thor Ragnarok comes out, which comes out in November, so, you know, still a little bit to wait. I mean, we've already got it, even though people are taking it down.
I mean, we have not watched it. Definitely not watched it. We have not watched it. But if we did watch it, we would say that Captain America's beard looks quite spiffy. And did anyone notice that Natasha Romanoff is rocking some white hair? Like, damn.
Looks like it's bleak.
And I mean, if I had seen it, I would say the Hulkbuster looks quite cool in it. And I would say Spider-Man looks very interesting in that suit that we seen at the end of Homecoming, which he thought was a test, but it turns out it wasn't, and he just missed out on some sick-ass Iron Spider outfit, but yeah.
No, but if you look in the Infinity War trailer, there seems to be no sign of Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's something a little people are a bit worried about. I mean, he is in the film. Paul Rudd is confirmed to be in the film. It's just a matter of when we're going to see him, you know. Apparently, according to a few rumors, you know, he's actually in all the posters, you just can't see him because he's small. Which, you know, that's, yeah.
He's on Captain America's shoulder. I'm looking at him right now.
But, something in the trailer, we see that Thor actually, hits into, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy's jet thingy, spaceship is called.
We don't know that, but if we did see the trailer, we would think that would happen.
But people are saying that, you know, like, maybe Hela takes over, Asgard, you know, banishes him as he's in his, like, warrior haircut thing, you can see him. So, like, maybe he gets, like, thrown in space, goes into the Milan thingy, whatever it's called. And, yeah, I mean, no sign of the Hulk in any of the trailers, so, you know, he could be, like, in prison at Asgard, and they could be replacing Death as Hela, Thanos' love, whatever. You know, which would make sense, as, you know, it doesn't seem like they're setting up any other female villain, whatever, for the film.
Well, I think that it's not that Hela imprisons Thor. Well, he could beat her, but what I think is that, like, maybe he fights Hela, like, he's in space with that new lightning get-up that he had in the trailer. Maybe, like, while he's fighting, then he gets, like, knocked away or something. Maybe Hulk beats Hela, whatever. Then that leads into, like, directly into Infinity War. Maybe we'll see an after credits with that scene from the Guardians or something, or a little teaser.
Yeah, but yeah, in the Infinity War trailer, we also see the Sebastian Stan's the Winter Soldier is finally out of his frozen Han Solo sleep, which, you know, isn't that much of a surprise. But people are, you know, saying, you know, will we see him in Black Panther or not? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it would make that much of a difference if he's in or not. But, you know, we'll see.
Hi, Bladex Winger here. I'm live on TV right now, so come check it out a bit.
God damn it.
Oh,
I thought I might have not had the Infinity War trailer saved on my phone, but it turns out I do. It's right here, pranked.
oh, for God's sake. Is anybody actually watching this?
Oh, whoops daisy.
Oh, nobody's watching.
Oh yeah, but in the Infinity War trailer, if I had seen it, when Thanos walks out of the portal, it looks like he already has 2 Infinity Gems. I'm gonna totally not watch through the trailer that I have not saved on my phone and see where it is. Oh.
I mean, I don't know about the film. You know, probably it's in there. I mean, it's gonna be like a decade, you know, since the MCU started. You know, when of course they released their film and all that, which, you know, thank goodness and all.
All right. Oh yeah, what do you think Peter was saying when he's like, "Oh yeah, Tony, I'm sorry."
Well, I feel like he maybe, like, because if he's wearing that suit, he might have accepted, you know, being an Avenger, and he might have felt that, you know, he might have let the Avengers down by doing something wrong. You know, maybe getting his ass handed to him by, like, Thanos, obviously. You know.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Something.
Sorry, what is the blue Infinity Stone? Because that's the one Thanos might have in the trailer if I had seen it.
Pretty sure that's the Tesseract.
Tesseract. Is the Tesseract not Vision's forehead, or is that the scepter?
No, that's the Soul Gem. Oh yeah, which Vision, he's dead.
Rip Vision? Nah, but who was it? Was it Doctor Strange? Is Doctor freaking whatever Cumberbatch that said that Vision doesn't have to, like, die if he has the gem removed or something?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
looks like Thanos already has the space gem, and I think he might have the reality gem as well.
Yeah, to be honest, you know, robbing the collector for the reality gem or whatever it is, you know, it wasn't going to be that hard, to be honest.
Well, for Thanos anyways, he's bitten the shit out of everyone.
And the Nova Corps, like, sorry, what are they going to do? Shoot at him?
Well, Nova
These are
Prime
fucking
might be able to get
magpie.
something done.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
No,
that's
but
if it
one
was
thing I'd
like
like to talk about,
Richard Rider. Go ahead.
one thing is Avengers 4, because everybody seems to be saying it's going to be in a Secret Invasion, and we're going to be seeing the scrolls. You know, it's a maybe. You know, we might see it. I mean, just because I guess, you know, because they did say that if they said the name of the fourth Avengers film, you know, like right now, would spoil it. So if it's called like Secret Invasion, that's obviously gonna spoil it. I mean, most people who don't read comic book films probably don't know about it then. But like people who do, who's quite a lot of people, they're probably like, oh shit, somebody's gonna
Wait,
turn out to be a
Michael,
scroll.
I just heard some soft voice in my head saying, yo, big boy, and it sounds like Siri, and it turns out I got a comment. But let me check this out. Oh yeah, speaking of Avengers Infinity War and Secret Invasion, do you reckon Peter Parker's going to be in that whatsoever?
Peter Parker's not gonna be in it.
Is he? No?
No, he won't be in it.
Yeah, I was right. It is Hey Big Boy by Evasachi HD. Evan Thompson. It is, yeah. Evan Thompson himself. Yep. He says yee. Alright. Well, at least I can hear his comments. Alright, so, Peter Parker. On the topic of that, when Aunt May finds out he's Spider-Man, spoilers by the way. Oh yeah, we should have put that in the title, would have been helpful. Yeah, when Aunt May finds out Peter was Spider-Man, they said they wouldn't touch on that for a while, but you reckon they'll touch on that in Infinity War whatsoever, or what?
I feel like he's just gonna like show up straight away, and like he might just mention something like, "Oh, Tony, my aunt kind of knows that I'm Spider-Man," and he probably brush it off or something. I mean, because it's not gonna be dealt with until like the second Spider-Man film, so you know.
If Peter is in Secret Invasion, it's gonna be small as hell.
Also, does if anybody has any guesses on who they think might be a Skrull if they're gonna do the Secret Invasion? My first guess would probably something like War Machine, maybe Iron Man, Captain America, you know.
Oh, that would be one of the big heavy hitters.
Like, if one of them were to die, and it turns out they were a sleeper agent, Skrull, it would kind of be a little bit of a letdown. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, who do you think's gonna die?
Evan Thompson said he thinks War Machine's going to be the Skrull, and he also said that if Spider-Man is going to be in Secret Invasion, he's going to have his part's going to be small as hell. But yeah, on the topic of Spider-Man, do you want to move on to some thoughts and speculation about what Spider-Man 2 is going to be?
Bruce Banner.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, Evan Thompson says it could be Bruce Banner as well.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess.
Alright, so Spider-Man 4. Who do you think the villain's going to be? Maybe it's the guy in the after credits?
Nah, because, you know, or the, what was his name? The Chameleon? Is that it? No, Scorpion or something.
Scorpion,
Whatever,
yeah.
But I feel like he'll be a side villain, you know, because, you know, they're probably going to go for at least 1 or 2 or 3 maybe villains, you know. A main one. I'd like to see Green Goblin, maybe.
No, I think they've done Green Goblin too much. I prefer if they move on to maybe a smaller villain that they haven't really touched on, like either Mysterio or Kraven. One of the main Sinister Six.
Scorpion to show up in Sinister Six.
Oh, yeah, the Sinister Six. No, I feel like they'll save the Sinister Six for a third film.
Oh yeah, Evan says he thinks Scorpion will be in the Sinister Six and nothing else. Well, what about Hobgoblin actually?
Hobgoblin, oh yeah.
He could be an interesting villain. I would say Hydro Man, but he's a bit shit.
Hydro Man.
I was watching the Spider-Man animated series like 2 days ago, and I'm just trying to think of some of the villains. What about Morbius actually? The guy who caused Spider-Verse. The vampire lad.
Spider-Verse. Do you reckon they'll ever do that in films?
No, I doubt it. It's too big of an event.
Nah.
Not yet.
I mean, you know, it's,
Oh,
you know, all down to.
Oh wait, actually, isn't Ned supposed to be Hobgoblin?
Possibly.
Yeah, he does. Well, I doubt he's actually, you know, he's a bit. Doesn't seem like the type of person, you know.
That
Plus, he's
might
the only person.
that might be a trilogy movie then. To be honest, like third one.
No, because if they got rid of Ned, it would kind of feel like, you know, Peter Parker's, you know, because that's sort of Peter Parker's wingman, and, you know, it's always good to have a wingman.
Yeah, but that's what would be a good twist. Taking out his best mate.
He'd kind of be a little bit alone. I mean, you know, we need Ned and all that.
Spider-Verse is possible.
You know what else I want to see?
What?
More Penis Parker.
Oh, yeah, more Penis Parker. I love that. Nah. But wait, who else would be a possibly good villain? I'm trying to think. I would say Dr. Octopus, but they've done him already, and they might be ruining his reputation from the movies.
Tom Holland said he would like to see Doc Ock.
Yeah. Nah, I'm trying to think of what's it called? Minuscule Spider-Man villains. Like
Ned
they.
is just gonna be a rehash of Harry Osborn.
Oh wait, Evan says Ned is gonna just be a rehash of Harry Osborn if you come top of him. But I'm trying to think of some minuscule villains that no movies have touched on. Besides the main cast of Sinister Six, there's not really anyone.
Or who do you think you know, will be like the side team-up character of Spider-Man 2? Because I'm pretty sure they said, you know, it's going to be like a main A-list Avenger who's going to be in that film instead of Tony Stark.
Doc Ock 100. Hydro Man. Sandman.
I have no idea. Sandman, Rhino. Nah,
Sandman.
Evan's listing out characters for me. Sandman or Rhino could be a great possibility. Especially Rhino. I'd love to see him as like the side villain, or even Shocker again. Maybe even Chameleon. Sorry.
Shocker.
Shock. Well, like the second Shocker's still around. Herman Schultz.
Sandman.
Even if they just do like a, I'd be happy if they done a little reference to like Hammerhead.
Well, Lizard, but they've already done him, so.
Well, they could do him better, like more comic accurate, but less of a shit Doc Connors. Like
yeah,
if they.
people are saying that we could eventually, like, I don't know, see like Daredevil appear in this one on universe.
I was about to say, like, oh yeah, they could have Vulture as the villain. They haven't done him before. Oh, that would have been a funny meme. Oh,
I'm
alright.
pretty sure we mentioned all the villains.
Yeah, do you want to change topic now over to the review of
Daredevil is dead.
the Defenders?
I want to talk about sort of new Avengers team. You know, who we want to see
Oh,
in
yeah.
the new Avengers.
Or can I give my list?
Go on,
Wait, are we setting the team
6.
limit? 6?
6 members.
Uh,
Let's go.
so I'd like to see Nova, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man. I'm thinking, who else would be good? Scarlet Witch, obviously. I'm trying to think who else. Ant-Man. And last member, who could that be? I would say one of the Defenders, but good luck after their flop. Oh no, I'm trying to think of someone who might be good. I know there's one Avenger I'm missing. Oh, I can't think of it. Maybe Thor or something. I don't know.
Thor. Want to bring back Thor?
I don't know. I can't think of anyone. Anyone
Black
new?
Panther or something.
But, oh yeah, Black Panther might be decent actually. I'm trying to think of like a younger team, or like just a team based around more of the new characters.
Can I do mine now?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd probably do a Bucky Barnes Captain America. I'd do a Captain Marvel, Spider-Man. Yeah, Nova as well. At 4. Doctor Strange.
Doc Strange, Stark, Nova, CPT, Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Band Boy, Daredevil, Will Boy.
And
Jane
probably...
Foster, Thor.
I don't really want to put Scarlet Witch, to be honest. But, I had one in my head, I just forgot it. Just Ant-Man, there you go, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Alright, Evan
Yeah.
gave me an idea for a team. He said Doc Strange, Stark, Nova, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch with Ant Boy, Daredevil, Will Boy, and Jane Foster, Thor.
I don't think Jane Foster. They'd have to probably like recast her. I
Yeah,
don't think Natalie Portman was to become a superhero.
like she's already been a pirate, and I think that was too much for her.
Yep.
Oh, what new heroes would you like to be introduced into the MCU?
Probably Nova, obviously.
No, but yeah.
Do you think there's anybody they're missing out on?
Red
On a
Hulk.
Miles Morales, I guess. Spider-Man.
I could see Miles Morales coming, like, sometime after Spider-Man 3. Like, maybe he appears in Spider-Man 3, but then maybe it's an after credits where he gets his powers or something. But, oh yeah, what about the Thunderbolts movie, actually? That's supposed to be happening as well in 2022.
See, the only problem with that is there's a lot of characters like Deadpool, you know, he can't join, obviously. Red Hulk, you know, they could do. Bucky Barnes, you know, I guess you could put them on. Who else is on? Is Venom on? And,
Rocky Star-Lord.
something like that. I remember there was a
10 years.
Agent Venom or something on the team.
Oh,
What's his name again?
Red Hulk.
The guy from Captain Civil War who lasted just as long as fucking Jimmy Olsen. What's the name of that guy? Crossbones, that's it.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he
Crossbones.
was in
He's
majority
right.
of Winter Soldier, so you can't really say he lasted as long as Bucky, or not Bucky.
He wasn't in the majority.
Yeah, he
Oh, no, I
was.
thought, sorry,
Agent
Winter Soldier,
Venom.
yeah, I thought it was Civil War.
Alright, do you want to talk about... Wait, actually, would you like the Defenders to
Future
appear
villains
in
for
anything
MCU.
movies related? Any
For
of the...
what?
Would you like any of the Defenders to appear in something like movie related, or any characters from the shows appear in the movies? Like, besides Ghost Rider and Daredevil, obviously.
I think, you know, like the ABC characters, so like, yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, Ghost Rider, the Inhumans, you know, I think they could
Tom
easily
Holland
appear.
for
It's just, you
20
know, the
years.
Defenders, I'm not sure
Then Rip.
if they really want to.
Yes.
I mean, I guess they could, but, you know, the only you know, like, what's Jessica Jones gonna do to some, like, enemies that, or, like, Thanos' army, like, really, to be honest? Or, like,
Well, like,
Luke Cage might.
That's not
Iron
what I'm
Fist,
saying.
maybe.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, just in the movies in general. Like, appearing in a Spider-Man movie, or, like, the Captain Marvel
I feel like
movie, even.
Daredevil's a
I
bit
don't know.
too. I mean, his fighting style is certainly good, but I don't think he'd, you know, a swinging
Infamous.
around fucking
Danny Bland.
Spider-Man, and then there's that blind ninja guy. I mean, I don't know, I don't really see it.
Evan says Danny Bland could appear. You get the pun, Michael? Danny Bland. Nah, but honestly, I would like to see Iron Fist or Luke Cage even appear in Infinity War, even if it's just a reference. Like, just to show that they actually exist outside of it.
I mean, it'll be cool. I'll be fine with
Alright, well, Defenders review, actually. So, what do you think of Defenders?
that. You know, they don't really get together as a team to like not late in the show, but
Late
to
in
the
the,
second
no,
of the show.
late in the show, like, near the end of episode 4 is when they actually, like, group up fully.
Yeah. But, you know, something like the
Heroes
Avengers
for
is
hire
like,
movie.
you see Tony Stark comes
Really
from this
huge.
sort of like rich playboy background, you know, Captain America comes from this like wartime, you know, Thor comes from space. And then there's these people, it just feels like they're just a few blocks away from each other, you know, it doesn't really feel very special. Like, Daddy Rand sort of feels a little bit similar compared to the other three, but, you know, they just sort of they seem like they're all just like from the same place, and it's like, you know, some local guys getting together to fuck up some other people, you
Space.
know, it just feels like, you know, they could do better.
And
If they really made like the shows more different.
Evan said there could be a possibility for a Heroes for Hire movie. I'm thinking a Heroes for Hire show would be better, so you don't have like the boring cast of Iron Fist just out by itself failing. If you bring it in with Luke Cage, call it Heroes for Hire, that could be perfect, like season 2 for Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Unless it's like they both still get their own season 2 and they get the show together.
Alright.
He actually.
And
What do you think?
what else would be good?
What do you think?
Well, I'd say Daredevil season 3. They've already confirmed that, so spoilers, Daredevil's not dead in Defenders if you haven't watched like the last 10 seconds of it, whatever. But I'd like to see him have some more chemistry with Jessica Jones, because I thought those were like they had really good chemistry in Defenders. Like those were my two favorite people together to watch.
Oh yeah.
Well, like obviously,
quite like them.
obviously Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist, but I found Luke Cage and Daredevil to be interesting as well. And Daredevil and Iron Fist. Daredevil just works well with everyone, but then Iron Fist, the only one he really works well with is Daredevil due to his connection to the hand. And I think they kind of forced the friendship between him and Luke Cage in the show as well.
I have. True.
Alright. I mean, well, Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Yeah. Their relationship felt really forced. Didn't feel natural, like it should be. Didn't really feel like the best mates of all time.
Because people want to see them team up, but I just don't really see it.
I could see them teaming up. Like I said, the Heroes for Hire thing could work really well if they done it right.
Oh, what do you think of a Night Guardians versus Avengers film?
Iron Fist Wido.
I think the Avengers would fucking molest us.
Yeah,
I'd say we couldn't even beat Hawkeye, like all four of us. Rip. Alright, do you want to move on to Fantastic Four now?
No, let's talk about the Spider-Man Sony universe.
Alright.
So like, so currently right now, what people are saying is they might, when the contract ends, they could like, get rid of Spider-Man from the MCU, put him in this own universe they've developed, and they can go up against the villains. But I don't know if that would be such a good idea. I mean, they could do it if they really wanted, but the films they're sort of announcing, so like Venom, people know him, that might go well. Black Cat and Silver Sable, people might know Black Cat, but I doubt anybody actually knows Silver Sable. Kraven the Hunter Mysterio is apparently, could be in development. I don't know about that, to be honest. Apparently they're saying, they'll create a Sinister Six eventually for that universe. I mean, it all just sounds like it's just, there for the money, and it doesn't, feel very natural.
Well, who are the Sinister Six going to fight? Black Cat? Like, unless they're having the Sinister Six be in the MCU, using MCU characters, then it won't work whatsoever, because they don't have a Spider-Man to do it with. I mean, like, there's no conflict in the Sinister Six. Most you could have them do is, like, rob a bank and just dick each other over the whole time.
I mean, it's really fucking Avi Arad and goddamn Amy Pascal, which is causing all this mayhem. Like, they even said in that one interview, Venom's in the MCU next week, they just changed their mind. Kevin Feige says, no, that's not true.
Yeah, Kevin Feige just basically told them to piss off.
No, the Venom film may have Tom Hardy going for it, but from what I've heard, it's apparently a horror comedy flick, something like that. I don't know. I mean, that's just what I've read online from interviews. I mean, they're just saying a load of random stuff. I mean, is it going to be a serious film? Are we going to see Spider-Man in it?
Probably not. Oh yeah, actually, can we go back? Can we go back to the topic of TV shows and stuff as well? So, the Punisher TV show. We didn't even mention that. How do you think that's going to be?
I think it'll be alright. I mean, they're probably going to make it like proper violent and all that, even violent than Daredevil. Especially because it's Punisher and like, pretty sure the first time we don't really see Punisher, but the first time when he kills all them guys in the bar or whatever, that's just, they made that
brutal.
pretty violent.
People had their hands taken off and all. Jesus, like.
It's just mad, I mean, they could make it like that. Do you ever think Punisher will join the Defenders?
No, he's too like brutal for either of them to accept him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he will maybe form an alliance with them eventually, but I don't think he'll like fully become a member.
Oh yeah, the Defenders are terrorists. Literally, they blew up a building. Nah, one character I'd love to see get their own TV show is Moon Knight. Like, seriously.
Alright, Moon Knight. Nah, because people are saying, well, people want to see in the MCU, but the way they're probably going to go about it is doing a film, because of James Gunn has apparently pitched to Marvel not just a Thunderbolts film, but yeah, a Moon Knight film.
Nah, the way I prefer it to be is a show. Vigilante characters shouldn't be getting movies. They're too over the top. Shows just feel more down to earth with like the vigilante characters.
What, as in like setting them up and all that?
Yeah, cause like with Daredevil as well, that wouldn't work as a movie. It just wouldn't. Defenders would probably be the best movie to like go for.
What do you think about the Defenders or Daredevil show? Is he like did put the suit on until like really late in the show? I mean, he did this development, but I get the picture. Like, yeah, I feel like they just need to move on sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Some
wait,
shows are
actually,
just really so basic.
I just thought of some ideas for the Heroes for Hire show that I was thinking of. Maybe maybe say like in an Iron Fist season 2, maybe Danny Rand loses his like not his source of income. Well, he loses his rights to the Rand Enterprise or whatever. Maybe that leads into like him and Luke Cage pitching an idea to like do the Heroes for Hire. Excuse me. But
Yeah, we'll see.
I think the way they could do it is for the first few episodes they're leading up to a villain. Maybe like they're just setting up their Heroes for Hire. They're actually getting like somewhat good business. But then one of the things they're hired to do leads into them getting into conflict with the main villain, which then leads to like the rest of the show.
Alright.
Maybe Jessica Jones can make an appearance as a Hero for Hire. I don't really mind, but I think if there's going to be any other of the Defenders appearing, it would just be like a small part. Obviously, Claire would probably join them in the Heroes for Hire. I wouldn't mind that, but be a bit dodgy. Maybe like Pop's barbershop becomes like their office or something.
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's all down to what a good idea.
Alright, now let's move on to the Fantastic Four. We've talked long and hard about the MCU and stuff.
Yeah, so the Fantastic Four, so apparently they're going to be going with a more soft reboot instead of starting it off really bad and dark and with a shite Doctor Doom with a fucking trash bag on his head, and they're going to go for a different route, a kid's route, apparently, and they're not going to put Doctor Doom in it because he's going to have his own film, which, I don't really know about that. It just feels like the Fantastic Four is going to fail again for the 5th time. So, hopefully, they just, accept, what they have, stick with the X-Men, Deadpool, and then just give the Fantastic Four away. Or do that with DC, or, Marvel and Sony have done and create that little partnership. It's just easy, because see what Marvel did to Spider-Man when they got the rights, when they got the rights to Daredevil, they make everything good. So, why don't they just give the Fantastic Four to Marvel?
Oh yeah, so fan cast for MCU Fantastic Four. Let's do this. Who do you think would play Mr. Fantastic?
I've actually seen somewhere that they want Rick from The Walking Dead, Andrew Lincoln, to play him.
That would be interesting. What about a younger
Yeah,
Mr. Fantastic?
Me.
I mean, maybe, we'll see. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
I'm thinking that if they were going with the younger characters, they could have like
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, actually, Evan says, for the Fantastic Four, but I don't know who that actor is. For a younger Mr. Fantastic, I'm trying to think of who would best fit the like scientist role. You get me?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I couldn't think of anyone.
What about the girl character?
Oh, girl character, probably Chloe Moretz.
Who would you cast for her?
Like Chloe Moretz, that's what I said. I don't know, like, many young actresses that would be in the age range that I'm thinking, like 20 to like 25. But
There's enough young now with Spidey.
Evan says there's enough young now with Spidey, but still, I think it would be nice to get a fresh start. Because obviously they'd be getting a backstory movie. What about the Human Torch, actually?
Like Human Torch? I'm not sure. I don't really know.
True.
Alright, well, enough with the fan cast. We can't think of like anyone.
What about we move on to DC now?
Yeah.
Alright, so the Justice League. So apparently people have been saying, or according to some leaks, it's actually unwatchable. Because I mean, to be honest, I won't be that surprised. I mean, you got whatever the name of that Zack guy directing it. So, I mean, it may do good. The trailers make it look good. I mean, what do you think of the cast like Cyborg and Flash and Aquaman?
Well, the Flash, I would say I'm disappointed that it's not Grant Gustin, but like it's two completely different like properties.
Snyder.
You can't really compare them. Movies have like 400 times the budget of a show, so
Joss
yeah.
Whedon.
You know, what about Ray Fisher's Cyborg?
I have high hopes for him and for the Ezra Miller Flash as well. I think he could be decent, but I prefer it if he would just be a Wally West, like just literally a ginger Wally West, like make it the Rebirth outfit or something.
The Rebirth.
Yeah,
That's what you want?
yeah.
Grant is not a good enough actor.
Ezra
I
just
think Aquaman's Jason Momoa is actually pretty damn good.
he's
Besides
more of
Wally
like
Jordan.
the 90s Aquaman, which is quite decent.
Yeah.
The edgy bastard, but he still looks to take the piss a bit.
I mean, the Justice League, other than Suicide Squad, you know, we've actually yet to see a little bit of comedy in it. I mean, Batman v Superman was just full on dark. There was like no laughs in the film at all. Same with Man of Steel, you know, like Justice League looks like it has some fun stuff going for it. So, you know, I could see it doing good.
Oh yeah, do you think the reviews are wrong about it being unwatchable or what?
I mean, I feel that the way they're saying unwatchable, they're just talking about the original one. You know, I think what Joss Whedon is probably going to fix that because they've still got that 3 month wait of reshoots. I mean, it's still going to come on the same day, but still, you know, I think it will do better. I don't think will do as bad as they say it will. But yeah.
They were for Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, Evan says the reviews are wrong for Wonder Woman, so could be the same for this.
Yeah.
We've already ran out of things to talk about this. Oh yeah, DC are just making too many movies as well. Like a Shazam movie, Black Adam movie. Come on now.
Can
Who-
I
So
call
you just
so
want to
I
talk
don't
about the
have to
current movie states of what they have announced so far.
Mm.
Alright, so their next movie after this, I believe is, I'm pretty sure it's Shazam.
No, the next movie after this is Justice League Part 2. That's coming out like the year after Justice League. Pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a
You
direct
sure?
follow-up, like Infinity War or something.
I think you got your facts wrong about that.
Do I? Is it not them fighting Darkseid, like, close after?
No, that's not on the slate.
Alright.
So like fucking yeah. So there's Shazam, the Batman film,
Can I
the
call you
Batgirl
so I
film,
don't have to type?
the Shazam film, Aquaman. Actually, Aquaman's coming out next after that's what. As Wonder Woman 2, but that's not like official that they've said yet. But they'll. I can't remember what. Justice League Dark, that's on the slate. Suicide Squad 2.
Harley Quinn,
Um,
and then Harley
I
Quinn
think
versus
there's more.
Joker, and then Deadshot.
No, but those are the film and Green Lantern Corps. The films I just said are the films and Flashpoint. Those are the films that are like on the official slate. The other ones are just like
Wanna
in
go
development.
Subway?
So like the ones that are in development, it's like
Tomorrow.
Nightwing, Deadshot, Harley Quinn versus Joker, Gotham City Sirens. Yeah, those sort of films.
Yeah, Evan will go Subway tomorrow. We can
And
eat
Black
some
Adam.
food.
You know.
No,
I mean-
DC's just so bad. We have nothing to say about it. Like literally.
I mean, I don't know about the upcoming movies. I don't really want to see a Black Adam film, a Deadshot film. I mean, there's Deadshot. I'm pretty sure Deadshot doesn't have that many comics.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, that Batman film as well. That's pure banned, isn't it?
Oh yeah, now I'm pretty sure they're binning Deathstroke to be in it, which I don't really feel is a good idea. I mean, they could easily put him in Suicide Squad 2. I'd
Yeah,
love to see
literally.
something like Squad versus Squad or something.
Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have run out of shit to say about this. Anyways, this train wreck of a fucking franchise.
What about
The Batgirl film.
No, what Nightwing film?
Wait, can we talk about the Batgirl film? We haven't even brought that shit up.
Fine.
Well, they announced
Neither.
that Nightwing would be in it, so whenever they're casting.
No, they announced that a Robin will be in it.
No, they said Nightwing will be in it. Like literally.
Where'd you get this from?
Nah, I swear they announced that it was like Nightwing being in it instead of
I'm
Robin or
pretty sure
something.
it's Robin. Well, on the YouTube that I watch, it says Robin is going to be in it. A Robin, don't say which one.
Well, I'd say it's probably Nightwing, to be honest. I doubt it would be like a Tim Drake
Well, it'll
character.
probably be Dick Grayson then. Robin. I mean, definitely not Jason Todd.
Who do you think the villain's gonna be, actually?
Or Batgirl. I'm probably just gonna pick a Batman villain, like, to be honest.
Maybe like, I'd say probably Joker, to be honest. Maybe make her Oracle by the end of the film. Be interesting.
Oh, so you want to do the Killing Joke?
Yeah. Some cheeky paraplegic sex.
One film and she's already crippled. Okay. You've got to wait it out like they did with War Machine. Yeah. I mean, once the trilogy's over, I could definitely see her becoming Oracle.
Well, what about the Nightwing film as well? Who do you reckon they're gonna cast for that?
Back out from.
I doubt it's gonna be, to be honest.
I mean, I'm sure they'll pick a young actor. I mean, they're
Obviously.
just developing the film, right now. What do you think they do? Deadwing?
Deadwing, probably.
I mean, they could easily do that.
Or I hope they give Nightwing a blue outfit.
No, I think the reason, we don't see Nightwing is, like, I feel that, like, throughout the time the Batman's been Batman, because, he clearly had a Robin.
This is dead.
Or some sort of Robins, and probably just Jason Todd and Dick Grayson have probably gone by. I don't think Tim Drake has arrived yet. I mean, he might have, but But I feel like Nightwing probably like maybe abandoned Batman because he started killing. Probably what I think.
That'd be interesting. Or he basically started stealing people's death anyways, if he didn't start.
No, but people are saying
I
that
got PS4.
Batman.
Sorry, Adam, you're going here, sir.
No, people are saying that Tim
Seven.
Drake was a Robin, has actually become Joker.
That's an interesting theory, but I just don't think it works. Like,
No, because he's holding a staff and like the way they've I mean, just go watch Film Theory's video on it. It's so convincing. But
not really.
no, something.
I'd prefer Joker to just be Joker.
Well, if you watch the Batman v Superman trailer or just in the film, he says something along the lines, how many heroes stayed that way. So I'm pretty sure like somebody's gone bad, but maybe Jason Todd or Tim Drake. I doubt Nightwing has. But he says like something along those lines. So he's clearly seen his fair share of superheroes turn bad. So I'm willing to speculate who that is.
Well, when he says good, what turns good men bad, I think he was talking about Bruce killing.
No, he talked about something about how many people are being in Gotham or something, and then how many of them stay good. Something like that.
Well, this is dead. Let's just move on to Spider-Man PS4 and get this over with.
Alright.
Alright, so they said there's going to be multiple villains, but I'd say Kingpin is probably one of the main ones.
I think Anti-Venom.
Anti-Venom, he'd be interesting, but they've done him in Edge of Time, so they might not do him again. I'd like to see Hobgoblin. They've never done him in a Spider-Man game, as far as I'm aware.
It's clearly not Mr. Negative. But, do you reckon, because we see Miles Morales in the trailer, do you reckon he might have some involvement in the story?
Yeah, I'd say he's probably like do you know most games have like that side character that like goes around following the adventures or whatever? I'd say Miles Morales is that character.
Oh, yeah, I can see that,
But then again, he could literally just be a tease. He might not even be in the game like at all.
I feel like maybe if you do like a multiplayer thing, he'd probably be like a character you could play as.
I'd say Black Cat as well.
I mean, because the way they've said it, that fucking Spider-Man's been Spider-Man for like
good few years.
Yeah, a few years.
He's like 22.
Yeah, and he still lives with his aunt, mate.
I don't think you lose it as Aunt May. I'd say you'll have your own apartment you can explore in the game, where you can like pick
No,
your
because
outfits, do upgrades, all that shit, like a
and some
lab
of
and
the
stuff.
art, you see Peter's room, and it looks like it's just a room that he has in Aunt May's house.
Well, it could just be a room he has in his own house.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
But like, I'd
Do you reckon
like
they'll ever do a game with Miles Morales?
eventually this game could be with Miles Morales as well. Like he could literally be a Spider-Man in the game that you can probably play as. Like if they want to like get some shock value, they could literally kill off Spider-Man in the middle of the game and make you play as Miles. They maybe do a storyline where like
Okay,
Spider-Man's
middle of
not
the game,
dead.
I don't know. Maybe he retires or gives up the identity.
No, like what I'm trying to say is like maybe they do a Spider-Man where it's presumed Spider-Man's dead, but he turns out to be like one of the new villains that appears like just after that or something. Could be interesting. If they were to do that, it would have to be one of the things you'd have to get like very right. Like if you mess it up at all, you'd probably just ruin the whole thing.
I don't know. I mean, do you reckon the game will do well?
Yeah, I'd say it'll do quite well. The web swing's supposed to be better than Spider-Man 2, which is a big surprise. Like,
No, but like, you know, Sony right now, their film division isn't doing very good. I mean, if the game division is like with PlayStation, obviously, but and PlayStation exclusive games. But if this game does do good, I'm sure they'll probably just move on to that. You know, hopefully quit the film division. Hopefully.
nah, the game. I'm pretty sure the game division is like separate because it's Insomniac making Spider-Man PS4. Like literally Insomniac.
Sony or whatever. But you know, I'm pretty sure because like if we see that you know the film of the game does really well, they'll probably just you know just go for more. I mean, do you ever hope they'll do a Miles Morales main character of the game or whatever?
I doubt it. Like
I reckon they could have I'm sure they'll be able to market him.
Like Insomniac Games are behind like Sunset Overdrive, Ratchet and Clank. Like they make some good games. The Spyro series as well. Resistance 2.
I got a comment saying, did Aquaman save Suits at the beginning of Man of Steel? What?
And save
I'm
Superman.
not sure. Mr. Nibblers with a 3, isn't he? I don't remember much about Man of Steel, to be honest. Wasn't that much of a good film.
Oh yeah, hated Josh Kennedy. Josh, if you want to watch the full video, just literally go back and watch it because we're talking about some interesting shit. The start of it stream's probably the best bit. Like 5 minutes in. Alright, well, do you want to end the stream here or do you want to just talk about our own shit?
I don't know, what do you want to talk about?
To be honest, I don't know. We've run out of topics. Like this is all the topics we have.
Probably, I don't know. I don't know what we want to see in well, I have a few ideas for like what I want them to do in the DC films, as in like how the Flashpoint, for example, how will they do that? What are they gonna do?
All right, let's
mean,
talk
like,
about that then.
So the Flashpoint film, I definitely feel that it's got the same way of comics, so you know, Aquaman versus or Mara, whatever, versus Wonder Woman, you know, with Mara already dying. I mean, do you think Jeffrey D. Morgan will be playing Batman in that film?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like
The Walking
the way
Dead's dead.
He even said himself, you know, he loved to do that Flashpoint idea.
Yeah, and everyone knows The Walking Dead is dead, so.
I think that what they might do is maybe like, because if Flash gets a new suit at the end of Justice League, and then that suit gives him like the power to use Speed Force to time travel, that will probably make sense. I think, you know, I mean, I think that's how they probably do it. Who do you think the main villain would be? What, Reverse Flash?
Obviously, probably. Yeah, actually, to be honest, it would be the Reverse Flash, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did their own take on Flashpoint. Like, they could probably reboot Ben Affleck being Batman, even.
Yeah,
Maybe,
now,
like.
one of the ways,
It would be interesting to see Nightwing become Batman in Flashpoint, even if it's not Thomas Wayne.
no, what I think they might do is they'll keep Bruce Wayne, but how they'll recast him, maybe not with Flashpoint, but they might do something like, I don't know, he's like seriously injured, he takes a massive beating, maybe he's about to die, so maybe they take him to like the Lazarus pit and it resurrects him, but he's like more younger, so they recast him as a younger actor.
Hmm.
That's what I think. They could probably pull off.
Would be interesting.
I mean, do you reckon it'll work?
Yeah, I'd say it would work quite well, to be honest. Michael,
Yeah,
look at my stream. Look what I have as the picture. It's beautiful.
Oh, piss off. Oh no, probably, you know, or they could pull off, you know, I think, not even being Batman, they probably have to wait until his trilogy ends to probably make him become Batman, or they could just do Tim Drake, or even Damian Wayne. I'd love to see Damian Wayne in the films. I mean, he's clearly born by now, just look how old Bruce is.
Well, then
Must be
again, I think Bruce might be a bit too old for Damian Wayne to be around, unless he's like already
No, he
at the
probably
age of
already
Robin.
had Damian Wayne.
Well, would you prefer Damian Wayne to be like 10, like he is in the animated and the comics,
No,
or would you rather him 15 or 16?
15.
Yeah, 15.
Well, I thought, you see, I didn't really like the injustice to Damian Wayne. He just felt so annoying.
He's too much of a
Go that way.
brat. He seems too much like a young brat.
No, what I think they could easily do is, because like Batman's clearly stopped killing, so maybe because like if Damian Wayne's a killer, they'd probably have to convince him, you know, don't do that, you know. I'm pretty sure in the animated films there's like a saying that he gives Damian, like, it's justice, it's not, I can't remember what it was, but he says something which they can probably, you know, go off.
What, vengeance is different from killing or something stupid like that.
Yeah, something, I remember.
Or like murder isn't justice, something like that.
Hopefully he'll do it.
Would you like to see superior Spider-Man in the films?
Superior Spider-Man, well, obviously they have to set that up first.
Alright, I'm being
yeah, I
asked
think
to
they will.
stream...
Stream time.
I'm being asked to stream GTA, so I'm going to swap over. If the stream stops, then just rejoin in the next like 2 minutes.